classes. Today the video lecture is for letter writing. You might have heard that working together brings success, but today we cannot work together. So we are sharing things together. We are using the technology and having this video lectures. Children, whenever I used to tell you to write a letter, you all used to say, "Oh ma'am, it is a panic for you. You find it very trouble. Oh God, what is this, that?" But if you watch this video till end, you will be easily able to write any type of letter. All the letter writings will become totally easier for you. You won't even think for a while. As soon as someone will ask you to write the letter, immediately you will be start to writing it. So focus on the format, types, content, each and everything said in this video, and after that I'll also give you in the last special formats and special points and links to help you out. With that points, links, you can prepare your homework also, and you will get a clear idea. After watching this video, letter writing will not be any trouble for you. Letter writing will be very easier for you. Okay, now coming to our concept. Types of letter writing. You all very well know that we have only two types of letter writing. One is formal and one is informal. Yeah, when we behave very decently and do things in an appropriate manner, like being very decent, speaking with low voice, using words that are respectable, we used to be in a formal mode. Same formal letter. For informal letter, formal letters are meant for official works, so they are carried in a formal language. And informal letter, hi, hello, hey, what you are doing, this, that, all the friendship, language, relations all comes in the informal letter. But let me tell you one thing, today the use of informal letter has become zero. Can you tell me why? Can you tell me why? Yeah, you can tell Mridul, because you are the person who is busy with your mobile the entire day. Yeah, and this is the answer to my question. Do you use mobile? Yes, everyone. Don't see bad Princey, you also use mobile. So, let me tell you, because of mobile usage and especially that WhatsApp usage, today informal letters have vanished in them. We all convey to our relatives and friends via WhatsApp. The usage of informal letters is not done nowadays. Coming to formal, in formal letters we have two things. One is letter and one is applications. Applications are useful when we want to apply something, that is to post a resume for job application, to ask a leave from your principal, or to just apply for anything, any special exam or any degree course or any admission, we use applications. There is not much difference in the formal letters and application. Both are same. Only when we think of applying, we used to give the name as applications. Letter writing carries a format, as you all know very well. Today we are going to focus on the formal letters. So, the points to write a formal letter we should focus is who is writing the letter. First of all, we should know who is writing the letter, the person who is writing the letter. And the next is for whom. If I write a letter, I will be writing the letter for someone else, na? That person is known as for whom. The person writing the letter is called as sender, because when I write a letter, I only will send it. And when someone else writes a letter, they will send. So, the person who writes a letter is known as sender. And if I write a letter, definitely there will be opposite party to for whom I am writing the letter. That is this person, and he will receive the letter. Just as I send the letter, he will be receiving the letter. So, second one is receiver. Reason. Definitely there is some reason of me writing letter. If not, why will I write the letter? Next is salutation. The presents and the greetings given are known as salutation. and the length. Lastly, the length. I have already informed you that the letter carries 8 marks for your examination point of view. So, length is also essential. If you just write a letter of 3 lines, you will get only 3 marks, not more than that. That shows your incapability. So, to make our letter good, we should also focus on the length. For length, I will give you a trick. Keep 3 paragraphs. Let your letter be in 3 paragraphs. And the content of these 3 paragraphs also I will be explaining to you while working out with the format. Okay. If your letter is in 3 paragraphs, what will happen? Automatically the size of your letter will be increased, and the increase gives us that the child knows better. Okay. So first of all, writing letter, the first and foremost thing I want to tell is, now it is a system followed that everything starts from the margin. Previously we used to write from here. Nowadays this will be wrong. We should start from here. And the first and foremost thing we should write is sender's address. What will we write? Sender's address. Suppose if Bhavi is writing the letter, so Bhavi will become the sender of the letter. So what Bhavi will do? Bhavi will write her address because she is the sender. Okay, got it? Now tell me, Bhavi, where you are residing? Yeah, she resides in Gulmohar Colony, Tata Nagar, Dovatti. So we will write here. No need of writing the name at all. Directly we can write the address. After that we will leave a blank. One more thing in writing the address. What you should do? The address will consist only of 3 lines. Name and area. Name, area, locality. Don't write backside of Kali Mata Mandir, in the front, the first building, just at the back of this, that, this, blah 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 blah. Don't make your address too long. ऐसा बिल्कुल भी मत जाइए कि दूसरे नंबर वाली गली का चौथा मोड़, चौथे मोड़ की 5वीं मंदिर इमारत के पीछे वाला गणेश जी का मंदिर, वहाँ का घर, उधर से आप देखोगे तो एक ब्लैक बिल्डिंग दिखेगी, वो घर. ये सब अपने को we should not at all write. We should just focus name, area, locality. Short and precise, okay, because this is formal letter. We cannot use our own language. After the sender's address, what we will do? We have to leave a blank line. We have to leave a blank line. This is the format. This is the format which you have to follow, because going out of the format will make you lose 2 marks. Okay, then when sender's address is written, immediately what we require? We require the receiver address, because unless we give the address of the person who will be receiving the letter, where the letter will go, how the postman will deliver it. So the next essential thing is receiver's address. Again in receiver's address, what will happen? We have to be precise and concise. We should not make stories of the address and write. Simple. The name of the institution or particular higher authority. For example, if I am writing a letter to the newspaper, I will just mention here the editor and the name of, here it will be the name of authority. Then name of their institution and name of their city. Name of their city. This will be the receiver address. Okay, and again after writing the receiver's letter, we have to leave a blank line. Let me repeat that nowadays we start everything from the margin, and to change the paragraphs or to differentiate the topics we use the blank lines. Whenever we want to just change a paragraph, whenever we want to change a topic or whatever it is, we will leave a blank line and again start with the margin. Okay, I hope you have now understood till your sender's address, receiver address. Children, remember that you have to start your letter in a fresh page and just continuity. This is what in your copy you will have enough space and you can do. This is what, so I am just erasing and writing. So now we have written the sender's address, left a blank line, then we have mentioned the date and we have again left a blank line. After that we have written the receiver's address and again we have left a blank line. After that we have to mention subject. Subject means the main purpose of writing the letter in short. Your subject should not be very big. Your subject should mostly maximum the words covered by your subject should be only 5 to 6, not more than it. Write the simple thing, your problem in a simple language and in a short language. For example, if I am facing the condition of bad condition of the sanitation, I will just write, I can write unhygienic condition of my street. Unhygienic condition of my street. Like this, if the problem is about the dogs, I will just say problems because of stray dogs. Like this we can give the subject in short. After the subject again you have to leave a blank line and then we have to write salutation. Salutation will be sir or either ma'am. No respected, no dear, no nothing. Direct sir, ma'am. Okay. Then we have after this we will have the body of the letter. Body of the letter. Remember that your body of the letter should consist of 3 paragraphs. And the content should be very clear, formal, in a formal language and decent. Okay. And after that again we will leave a line, blank line, and then we will greet thanks and the again a leave blank line and lastly yours faithful. If you are writing for your school authorities, you can also use obedient. Now after writing yours faithful, here you have to mention the name given in the question. If there is no name given in the question, you can write X, Y, Z. But in no case you are supposed to write your own name. That will be wrong and you will have to lose marks. So this is the format of writing a formal letter which you have to copy down in your fair copy. The body of the letter I will explain you separately. So please copy down this format fast, children. Now coming to the body of the letter. Body of the letter has main importance because it carries over 4 marks. Out of 8, 4 marks you will get for the content, means body of the letter. So the body of the letter should be somewhat bigger in size. For this I am giving you an idea to make 3 paragraphs. In this 3 paragraphs, in the first paragraph we will focus the main thing here, just like the subject. And in the second paragraph we will write the content. That will consist of 6 to maximum 8 lines. In that we will write we will just tell in brief what the actual problem is and why we are writing this letter and what we want to convey to the authorities. And the third paragraph, this same language you can carry for most of the letters easily, so that you will avoid to make mistakes. Okay. So now coming to the first paragraph, just read it. Through the column of your esteemed newspaper, we can start. This is the starting. To make your letter effective, we can start like this. What happens now? We cannot many times directly write the letter to the authorized person. It is not at all possible. So in that case what we used to do? We used to publish our letter or article in the newspaper, some famous newspaper. So while we publish in that, what we will write? We want to convey the message through the help of that newspaper. So we are writing through the column. Whenever we publish something in the newspaper, definitely we will say column of your, because in newspaper columns are provided for the writers. Through the column of your esteemed means famous, reputed, respectable newspaper, or if you are not writing, you are not publishing your article in the newspaper, then you can use this language. With due respect, I would like to bring to your notice. With due respect, because we want the higher authorities to notice our letter, we will use with due respect, because we should always be polite and we should always respect our higher authorities. So now coming to the point, if I write whichever point, whichever way or whichever style you use, this is the starting, then you have to continue and write the same subject given in the subject by us. Suppose I have a problem of the illegal occupations in my area. I will write, through the column of your esteemed newspaper, I would like to draw the attention of higher authorities on the illegal action conducted in my colony. You can add that line also. Let me write it here. I would like to draw the attention of higher authorities. Then you can continue towards the whatever the problem is, the stray dogs, the unhygienic condition, the illegal occupation, the pollution, or whatever the problem is, we can write it here. Then we should start the next paragraph. Again, while changing the paragraph, we should leave a blank line. And now the content. Content will consist of the problem in a elaborated manner. We will just say why the problem came, who is creating the problem, and what is the problem and why it is a problem. We will say that because, for example, let us see the topic of unhygiene. What will happen in unhygiene? All the people will throw the dust here and there, and when everything is thrown here and there, then automatically the water will stay at stagnant position, and people and mosquitoes will come and sit on the water, and definitely it will cause some medical problems. So that thing we can write it here. Whatever the problem is, whatever the thing we want to say or tell, and whatever the problem we are facing will be written in the content. Content can be of 6 to 8 lines. And the last line, let it be the same for maximum letters, that I hope. It is a request. When we write the letter, we cannot order anyone. And in formal letter, we have to be very much formal. We have to be polite. So I will write, I hope that this letter will come in the notice of the officials, who in turn will take the necessary action. What do we mean by that? We indirectly inform them that we are expecting the necessary action. We want to get relief of our problem. So we are writing this letter, but this thing we have conveyed in a very formal way. And lastly, you will put a thanks, and after that, yours faithfully, XYZ. Okay, now I'll give you 2 to 3 questions for your homework. You have to solve it and again post it on my number. The person who is writing the letter correctly and posting it first will be uploaded immediately in the status. Okay, now again I'll be back with the another writing skill. Till that, bye bye children, take care of yourself.